What is hydro? Hydro is energy from moving water captured using dams. Water flows through turbines to produce electricity, and it is the one oldest renewable energy resource. Why is hydro used in electricity? Dams like Murum produce clean energy without burning fuel. Next plant is like Kenye, can adjust power supply quickly. Lastly is water is renewable, refilled by rain and rivers. Importance of hydro to the country. TNB supply affordable electricity using hydro. Hydro reduce Malaysia carbon emissions, and dam like Bakun also support tourism and farming. Who use hydro energy? Firstly is home in city like Kuala Lumpur and Johor Bahru. Next, factory in Penang and Selangor. Lastly is exported to West Kalimantan, Indonesia.
So, for the basic operation, water from reservoir will enter the intake and flow through penstock. Then, the water will hit the blade of turbine to generate from mechanical energy to electrical energy at generator. After that, electrical energy will send to transformer to increase the suitable voltage transmission before send it to home or industry through transmission line. And lastly, the water that have been used will flow into tail race.
Now, I'll explain the main components of a hydroelectric power plant. First, the reservoir stores water at high elevation, giving it potential energy from gravity. Second, the intake controls the water flow into the penstock and filter out debris. Third, the penstock is a large pipe that carries high pressure water to the turbine. Fourth, the powerhouse contains the turbine generator and control systems. Fifth, the turbine spins as water flows through it, turning kinetic energy into mechanical energy. Sixth, the generator is connected to the turbine and turns mechanical energy into electricity. 7. The dam holds back the river, forming reservoir and increasing water pressure. 8. The draft tube channel use water back to the river and help recover some energy. 9. The transformer increase the voltage for long distance transmission. And finally, the transmission system deliver electricity to homes and industries. Next, we'll look at the material used in each component. As shown in the slide, here is the table of components and what they are made of.
This is the Sultan Mahmud Power Station, also called Kenya Dam, located at Terengganu, Malaysia. It is operated by Tenaga Nasional Berhad. This is a rock-filled dam, which means it melts using rocks and earth. The dam is 150 meter high and 800 meters long. The dam holds 13.6 billion cubic meters of water. The power station can produce 400 megawatts of electricity. It has 4 turbines and each one produces 100 megawatts. The turbines are Francis turbines, which are good for medium water pressure. Next, Bakun Hydroelectric Power Plant, also known as Bakun Dam in Sarawak, Malaysia, is owned by Sarawak Energy Berhad. It is taller than Kenya Dam at 205 meter high and at 750 meter long. Bakun Dam holds much more water, which is 43.8 billion cubic meters. The Bakun Power Station is bigger. It can produce 2,400 megawatts. It has 8 turbines and each makes 300 megawatts. These are also Francis turbines.
Advantages. First, renewable and sustainable. Hydropower relies on the water cycle, which is constantly replenished by nature. Second, reliable and consistent. Hydropower can produce a stable and predictable electricity supply, especially from large dams. Third, flexible and quick to start. Hydropower plants can quickly ramp up production to meet sudden electricity demand known as peaking power. Next, disadvantages. First, high initial cost. Building dams and power plants requires large upfront investment and long construction times. Second, limited suitable locations. Not all areas have rivers with enough flow or elevation change to make hydropower viable. Third, displacements of communities. Large hydro projects often require relocating people and communities. Hydropower is a way to make electricity using water. It is clean and does not make dirty air, so it helps the earth. This kind of energy is good for fighting climate change. Sometimes building dams can hurt animals or nature, but we can find a better way to fix that. In the future, hydropower will be a good way to get clean energy.